Okay, I think we're finally going live, man. Yes, we are live.
After several technological hindrances,
Many.
we are live to watch the fag end of a match that is as short as it deserves to be. Uh, Several questions ahead of us, several doubts behind us, and Ravada making Sarfaraz Khan look like a very stressed out person. क्या बोलता है धवल?
क्या बोलता है यार? कुछ नहीं बोलता है। मैं ये मैच देख के मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि दुनिया में इंसाफ है।
ये
दुनिया में इंसाफ है।
if Rabada is top four of the fastest delivery तो उसको 4 बार पैसा मिलेगा कि 1 बार पैसा मिलेगा?
एक बार पैसा मिलेगा।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा.
उमरान मलिक का सोच, वो 14 लाख रुपया ऐसा एक्स्ट्रा कमाएगा if he
If he
plays
plays
14
every match.
matches. Yeah.
Oof. Oh, great shot, Sarfaraz.
Sorry about the
So
voice, everyone. It's just
he started smoking again, I think.
no, it's just a sore throat. But yeah, hello, welcome everyone to all those who waited. Thank you for bearing with us through the technical difficulties.
Apologies.
This Akash refuses to use laptops. He says that it will decrease his childbearing years.
It's just that it is difficult, right? I'm not at my house. I'm at my parents' house. My house itself, I have to move out of that house, come back to this house, but it's difficult to move to this house when this house is also under renovation. So everything is in one room, which is my room, obviously,
Yeah.
as you can see, maybe in
This
the
is a
back.
new development, Akash calling that house his parents' house. For all his life, that has been his house. Like for all
And
the
it will
times that
be.
I have known him.
It will be soon again.
Yeah.
I will move back, but not to my room. My room will be being renovated for things to come. And
My room will be being renovated. It's
yes,
amazing.
I've
Recently,
been.
I told someone, "Did you used to do this?" And I was like, "Oh God." At one point, it
Dude,
was a joke, and now it has become my
I
speech.
saw a sign that said leaky tupper.
What?
It said leaky tupper.
Oh,
And, and it took me so long to understand what was going on in that sign. Had I just looked up to the English, lick it up, I would have been fine. But I was so transfixed कि मैं leaky tupper पे काफी दिन बिताया.
yeah, man. Uh, where is your house in grammar? Never mind, I can't say that word. But yeah, Akash,
Yeah.
the T20 tournament has been quite amazing so far. We are doing this as a watch along, but it's also going to be a general weekly discussion from
Yes.
moments that were there. One
Of
of the
matches that I
moments,
missed.
yeah, but I'm sure you caught Yuzvendra Chahal's hat trick at least on replays or highlights or something.
Absolutely.
And the question on all over Twitter and all over social media has been like, how must Bangalore be feeling right now? He's got this thing, right? Like there's an alleged fallout with Virat. Bangalore not doing the things that he wanted them to do, not backing him after all those years of
Hmm.
service or whatever.
Hmm.
And now he's still got it. Like, the
Yeah.
Indian team not backing him. So great story for him personally.
Yeah.
There is the other side's argument that Bangalore don't need him as a spinner because they wanted some batting depth, which they've got
Yeah.
with Hasaranga, Shahbaz Ahmed, and Maxwell, the three spinners. But we're seeing what Yuzi is capable of, and we know what he's
Absolutely.
been capable of. He's displaying it. So where do you stand on that debate?
Wow. I usually sit on that debate.
On the
Good.
fence, as always.
No. I'm firmly on the side that thinks that he'll make it back to the team. Uh,
Of course.
I mean, I feel like it's one of those no-brainers. Who else is really spinning into our hearts and minds this year, apart from him?
And
Maybe
Kuldeep
to and exactly.
and
So
Ashwin.
like, not. I mean, not honestly, not as much as Kuldeep, I would say.
But
Uh,
Ashwin to Russell, that was a moment of genius. But yeah, not as
but
much as Kuldeep. Okay, go on.
Bishnoi doing well, does something very different only, but does it very, very well. So I mean, वो ही है क्लियर ऑप्शन. मेरे को तो ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग ये लग रहा है कि डीके like who has been like just jumping throughout last 3 years saying कि मैं तो इंडिया के लिए खेल रहा है, मैं तो इंडिया के लिए खेल रहा है, अभी genuinely talks में आ गया. तेरे को लगता है वो actually talks में chat, तुम लोग को लगता है वो genuinely है, like is he do you consider him a runner in the race?
Yeah, if I had to honestly answer that, I would say he wasn't a runner. He wasn't in the race at all before this IPL started. Yes, for him personally, he has always maintained that he's not retired from international cricket. And he's always maintained that he wants to do something for India. He wants to play for India and wants to do something extraordinary. That's his personal goal. When he was doing commentary for the India tour of England, he was saying all this on air also, like, guys, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gone.
yeah,
I'm here. I'm here.
yeah, yeah.
So, but his performances over the last 2 seasons, especially, have been amazing. And this season, he has just gone on a completely different level, I would say, playing the role of the finisher for Bangalore. It's not even like it's incomparable how well he's doing. So yeah, I think he should be. It would be India's loss if we didn't take him to the World Cup. But the question
Chat कुछ बोल
again,
रहा है.
chat यार मेरा chat head हो गया है. रुक मैं कुछ करता है.
Am I still in the right direction?
Yeah, you're the other way. Yeah, chat is saying DK can't hit long boundaries.
But इधर इंडिया में ही खेलने का है तो
नहीं, इंडिया में नहीं खेलने का है ना.
वो भी है. But then who hits long boundaries? Oh yeah, Pant is there.
So the question then it comes back to who do you replace in the 11? Because as much as it pains me to say it, I think both Kohli and Rohit are out of form. And
Yeah.
your theory, which I am sort of starting to accept now, is in T20 cricket, you'd rather have players who are in form rather than who are just, overall
Yeah.
classic batters. But that is not to say that classic batters will not regain form. Yes, that and the other. But these are international tournaments where time is less. You can't, give them so much time to get back into form.
Yeah.
Tournaments are
Because
not the place for that.
you have a Prithvi, you have
Prithvi is not even in the running. Okay, Prithvi is out. He's not there for
so
this
you
World
have
Cup.
Surya, you have a Surya, you have an Ishan. Is Ishan Kishan also in the running anymore?
Ishan Kishan is in the running, I would say.
I think the only thing that's working to his detriment is the rest of the team.
I think all the Indian captains in this year's T20 tournament should be in the running.
KL Rahul for sure. Mayank Agarwal not so much.
Maybe not so much. Yeah, you're right.
Rishabh Pant definitely. Shreyas Iyer again, little bit of a struggle going on there.
Yes, that's what it is, right? The captains, among the captains, there's Rohit, KL, Rishabh, who are a shoe into the team. Virat is going to be a shoe into the team. They're not going to
पर
mess
वो
with that.
वही मुझे लग रहा है कि क्या
नहीं होने
ये
वाला है. देख, ये नहीं होने वाला है. Okay, you might say all you want, but it's still Virat Kohli, and India is going to persist with him, and that's fair. Like whatever, I don't want to get into this at all. Okay, so that leaves you with a spot for Surya versus Kishan versus Shreyas at 4. 5 is Pant. 6 is what? Hardik is there. DK is there. Maybe one of Venkatesh Iyer is there.
Yeah, I mean, and now so we are in a position where Jaddu can also be there, and there's
Jaddu
so much
will
firepower.
play 7, I think. Jaddu will play 7.
If you play both spinners, if you play Kulcha, then though you have Hardik only as an option, man. Fuck, there's too much going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're back to that spot where we can send 2 teams. Like, look how form changes everything, right?
Yeah.
So it's always these teams are capable of performing, but when they're out of form, they're out of form. And you can't really do anything except back them through their bad form and hope that they hit their good form again. And that's what separates the good players from the bad players, that they have longer patches of good form than bad form.
Yeah.
So
7 from 64.
Yeah, Ishan, sorry about the voice. It's just a throat infection.
Hey,
But
I'm
yeah,
not meeting you then today.
okay then. It's
How
up to
we'll
you.
meet? You'll wear mask or I'll have to wear mask.
Oh no, I got tested. It's negative.
Abhay, it's not that. It's just the throat. Because
Oh, you don't want any throat infection. That's also
yeah,
fair. So
that's
then I
fair.
guess we're
Yeah,
not meeting today, man.
we'll figure that. Quick plug on that note. I'm coming to Raipur, Bhubaneswar, and Kolkata this weekend. In Kolkata, we're doing Dark at Kalakunj Auditorium. In Bhubaneswar, we're doing Boca Cafe, and in Raipur, we're doing the Music Cafe. These are real places, and tickets are on Book My Show. We're doing Nasty, which is a sex show, and Dark, which is a dark show. Back to
By
the
the way,
match.
Delhi
Hmm.
is one run from winning. Maybe they won in a different timeline. Uh, in the real world, they may have actually won. We're getting the feed much later. Speaking of which, since you were plugging something, let me also plug something. This Sunday, okay, we're doing our second Formula One screening. It's happening at the same. No, this is a third screening actually, but second
Third
at
streaming.
Woodside. Yeah, it's Woodside in Bandra, 6:30 p.m. It's not the Italy GPA. यार ये out हो गया. Wide हो गया. चलो जीत गए.
क्या जीत गए? 5 रन चाहिए और
100 116 का टारगेट है. सॉरी मेरे को लगा
क्या
111 का
धवल
टारगेट.
यार, तू अलग ही अपने
सॉरी.
लाइफ में। ये संडे
या
को F1
F1
लाइव
स्ट्रीम है.
स्ट्रीमिंग है। हम लोग मिलेंगे और
स्क्रीनिंग है.
साथ में
स्क्रीनिंग
स्क्रीनिंग
है.
है। मतलब इट्स
At
बीइंग स्ट्रीम्ड, वी आर नॉट स्ट्रीमिंग इट ऑनलाइन, वी आर मीटिंग इन पर्सन एंड वाचिंग द मैच विथ यॉल। This Sunday there's going to be Dhaval, there's going to be Sid, there's going to be the special guest Dhaval. No?
we no I, it's just come and watch the Formula One with
Yeah,
us, man. That's what we're doing.
we are
Slowly
looking to
slowly
build a
we're going to build
community.
it into something bigger,
Yeah.
where we'll try and get more people for you to interact with. So if you're into motorsport and stuff, we're going to get drivers. You can come and talk to them, hang out with them. This we're hoping to get a couple drivers, not as like special guests or something, but they just like to come and watch the stream with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, friends of the podcast, etc. People who've been guests on the podcast, we will be inviting. Hopefully, some of them will show up. There is a this insider link somewhere. It will be posted on our
Yeah.
Instagram story. So if you're not following us on Instagram, do follow us on Instagram and like the stream and subscribe to the YouTube channel while you're at it.
Mm.
Coming back to the match, 3 runs to go.
Warney being a good guy, saying
Or
सरफराज तो ही कर ली.
I guess so. I guess so.
Which ad do you hate the most so far?
This one,
Spinny?
I don't know. I'm getting a different ad.
Oh, you're getting a different ad. What ad you got?
I got Rishabh Pant dancing in the Delhi Metro
Oh,
for that betting
you
company.
know, I was watching that ad, Dhaval, and my
Yeah.
fellow viewers today, and I was thinking this, oftentimes the guys come and they say, मैं ये कर लेता हूँ, आप ड्रीम 11 पे टीम बनाओ.
आप
Somehow,
ही पे टीम बनाओ.
somehow on one level they assume that what they're trying to say is that it's such an easy thing to do. You do it. फटाफट कर लो, तब तक मैं ये कर लेता हूँ. Don't worry about it. Okay, fair. Okay. But to suggest that what that person is doing is as easy to do and master as the app. You know what I'm trying to say?
I want to join issue with you over here. They are not suggesting that what that person, the non-cricketer, is doing is easy. It's like, hey, what you're doing looks really difficult. Let me do that. Why don't you hang out, chill, and make your team on that app?
But it's supposed to be dimag se khelo.
Yeah, use your brain, not your brawn.
Right.
They're doing physically intensive tasks, right?
Hmm.
Or something. That guy was dancing right now in the Rishabh Pant ad.
Hmm.
So yeah, कल Watchalong नहीं है यार. कल क्या आएगा Watchalong? कल मैं I am not in town tomorrow.
कल मुंबई का मैच है. मैं कल किधर है मैच? ब्रबॉन में तो नहीं कहीं.
मुंबई का बहुत कम मैचेस है बॉम्बे में. मुंबई दिल्ली वानखेड़े में है.
Hmm.
The second leg, I think.
चलो, पत्यू. But yeah,
David Warner.
any
Hail
other happy
David.
moments? Any other happy moments through the week, cricket wise?
Joss Butler century.
Nice
KL
century.
Rahul century.
Well constructed.
Well constructed. Lots of centuries this time.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing to see
Yeah.
him. I
It's
am
is
most
it just
excited.
the is it just the bowling has suddenly gotten not as good?
So friend of the podcast once again, Shantanu, the strategist for the IPL team. We've had him on our show before. This was his thought that the delta in bowling is much bigger than the delta in batting. So
Hmm.
when you have 10 teams, you have enough batters to fill the top 5, top 6 spots. We don't have enough bowlers to make 10 good bowling lineups.
Hmm.
Then what ends up happening is you'll have 4 or 5 bowling lineups without gaps and 4 or 5 bowling lineups with a lot of gaps.
Hmm.
So we're seeing teams like Rajasthan, Gujarat, Delhi.
Mumbai.
No, these are the good bowling lineups I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah,
Mumbai is on the
yeah.
other end of the spectrum where it's
Very
just
much so.
gaps all across. With all due respect to Murugan Ashwin,
Who's doing a
who's
great job though.
doing a great job, who's done a great job throughout domestic,
Hmm.
but for some reason he is not cutting it. It's like
But
him
neither is
alone.
Basil.
Him alone is
Neither
not
is
cutting it.
yeah. Neither is
Yeah,
Basil.
the Indian pacers
Bumrah
for Mumbai Indians are Unadkat, Bumrah, Basil Thampi.
and Basil. Yeah, and that's it.
So you need one more person with Jasprit.
Hmm.
Unadkat maybe, needs to find something in the power play. Maybe they can use him there. But you also want to use Bumrah in the power play because nobody else seems to be doing the job right now. And you want to use
Yeah.
Bumrah at the death, blah, blah, blah. Not going into Mumbai Indians bowling. But yeah, generally, to answer your question, yes, there is a dearth of good bowling attacks. I would not say good
Hmm.
bowlers. Overall, good bowling attacks. Do you agree or did you just have this question?
नहीं ये मेरे को लगता है सब लोग कुछ भी डाल रहा है कोई टमार मिल्स बमार मिल्स आके क्या कचरा बॉल डालते हैं सारे
मेरे को एक बात समझ आ ओके एक तो देखो वार्नर वो ऐसा वो वाला चीज कर रहा है पुष्पा वाला तो ही इज ऑलरेडी क्राउड फेवरेट
हम्म
बट द कोको वायरस हैज struck the T20 tournament, so to speak. I don't know if you follow a lot of international league sports like the football Premier League and stuff like that. But उसमें क्या होता है ना कि injuries, COVID outbreaks, sub cheese is like public information. Now we live in a country where nothing is public information when it comes to authorities and state-run institutions, blah blah blah. So we're seeing this weird non-transparency with regard to injuries and COVID outbreaks in this tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
there must be lack of transparency because I didn't know only about these injuries that I don't know about, and I don't know what this thing is that you're talking about. This COVID. Who I know somebody got. I know one person got COVID, but that was it, right? Like
Yeah, it was the Pakistan ki sazish.
no,
Australian
I'm
players
genuinely
that were
asking. I
playing
don't know.
in Pakistan were sent back carrying the virus with the intention of disrupting the domestic T20 tournament that is currently ongoing in the country of India.
Right.
Allegedly.
No,
Uh,
but actually, किसको हुआ
lest
COVID?
somebody actually take me seriously, I was joking, guys. This is sarcasm. But
Actually, किसको COVID हुआ पर?
Mitchell Marsh, Mitch Marsh in the Delhi Capitals camp, tested first. I think he was symptomatic, so they tested him, negative test and then positive test, or positive, negative, positive, something like that. Rest of the players are fine. Some backroom staff, some hotel staff have contracted the virus, unfortunately. No reports of serious anything. But as you can see on screen, a lot of Delhi Capital staff are wearing masks,
Yeah.
which is something new. And some of the players are wearing them, most of the players are not wearing. So it is what it is.
You know that lady who works with Biden got COVID and then Biden didn't get COVID. तो दोनों बाजू चलता है। अभी तो देख वैक्सीन भी लिया है लोग, ये लोग को तो बूस्टर डोज भी मिलता रहेगा। बूस्टर डोज
Oh,
हमें भी अवेलेबल है बाय द वे, इफ यू हैड मोर देन आई थिंक 9 months ऑफ द वैक्सीन, द सेकेंड डोज, सो यू कैन डू दैट इफ यू वांट टू डू दैट। बट तो ये सब है यार प्रोटेक्शन के हिसाब से, मेरे को इतना नहीं, ये नहीं लगता। केसेस आर अप, राइट?
rising.
Yeah, well, the masks are totally off now. Some places have reinstated the masks and all now. Let's see.
Like which places?
UP and all, they've restarted, no? In NCR
Oh,
areas of.
look at UP being progressive.
अच्छा है ना यार, जो कर रहे, जो भी कर रहे, जो भी अच्छा कर रहा है कर रहे।
Yeah.
बेकार चीज भी हो ही रहा है बड़ा, मतलब I don't know. I usually when I'm on tour, as I have been, and I talk to people about the tournament, there's always somebody in a group of 5-7 who's in it. But this year, it's very difficult. Not as many people seem to be in it. A lot of it seems to be the due factor.
But
Yeah, a lot of it is the due factor. जो भी second batting करेगा वो जीतने वाला है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
not when you're playing against teams like Gujarat,
और
Rajasthan,
मुंबई,
or Mumbai.
क्या है यार, एकदम सैड है। मतलब मेरे लिए तो सैड है ये वाला, तुम लोग के लिए पता नहीं कैसा है ये वाला। जनरली देश का मूड ही थोड़ा सैड लग रहा है मेरे को।
I think those 2.5-3 साल से आईपीएल सब सैड ही हो रहा है, क्योंकि देश की हालत खराब होती जा रही है, दुनिया की हालत खराब होती जा रही है, and it's not providing enough of sustained distraction. It is providing spurts of distraction, but then you have
मे
games
भी।
like today, which are bowling dominated games, and I think by now everyone should figure out that nobody likes to watch bowlers succeed.
It's not a bowling dominated game. This is a Delhi dominated game, bro. They finished in 11 overs. It's not
That
just
also
bowling.
subsequently dominated by
Nobody in Punjab Kings was able to do a fucking scratch, bro.
yeah. Chat is also saying BT हो रहा है IPL में. People have given like, oh, Tim Seifert also got COVID.
चलो,
DC contingent में काफी लोगों को हुआ है.
चलो।
Vineet is pointing out all the plugs that we have made in the stream so far, and we should just change the stream to T20 plugging, I guess. The only
Nice.
plug we've not made is a butt plug.
That's yeah. चलो फिर
Yeah.
वही करते हैं।
नहीं नहीं
Uh,
नहीं, ए चल चल, ए क्या रे, दिल की बात जुबा पे आ गई. अब बोलो जुबा
ज़ुबां पे
केसरी.
लागा लागा रे।
Hey, you saw that actor who claims to not endorse gutka brands and then shows up in Zuba Kesri ads?
Yeah, what? But
Yeah,
Zuba Kesari
some Hindutva
Gudka?
actor comes on national television and asks a prominent minister about how he eats his mangoes, and then subsequently says, "Look at what I'm doing for the country. I don't pay taxes also over here, and I do all this." And then he's like, "I don't sell gutka and all. I'm a very self-righteous man." And then he does Zuba Kesari ads. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Well, now you did.
Where does this ad even come?
Vimal Cinematic Universe. That's hilarious.
Is it all three of them together now?
Yeah. It's all three of them together in an ad.
Oh shit! तो वो लोग का भी एंड गेम आने वाला है।
I guess so. Let's look forward to tomorrow. Mumbai is playing somebody. Who cares who they're playing? They're going to lose anyway.
You know
But
what? Maybe,
Ishan in the chat
fuck you,
seems to
man.
think otherwise.
Tomorrow is the turnaround. Tomorrow is the turnaround. Okay, stop being such a fucking. Listen, this is sport. Sport. Okay.
Yeah, this is what we watch it for, right? These are the stories that we watch it for.
Yeah.
We watch it for these wonder stories where Mumbai Indians loses 5 matches in a row in the beginning.
And then turns it around for one match.
Yeah.
I'll take one also, bro.
At this point, I'll take a tie.
But
Just followed by
I
a
feel
loss
like
in the super over.
everybody, I feel like even the broadcasters know it's not going very well. Kevin Peterson has been brought in. There's no
Yeah,
dugout also this year.
yeah. वो दूसरा वाला हो रहा है क्या, इन्फ्लुएंसर वालों का?
नहीं वो भी नहीं हो रहा है.
वो भी नहीं हो रहा है, अरे दे.
बोलो.
बजट कम था क्या?
मुझे लगता है कि ये साल थोड़ा ठंडा ही जाने वाला है, नेक्स्ट ईयर बड़ा होने वाला है.
अच्छा.
Everyone has to
Let's-
get used to what's going on.
हाँ,
Yeah.
मीडिया राइट्स भी बिक रहे हैं अभी.
हाँ अभी ऑक्शन होएगा ना. I wonder who'll get it.
Hey, somebody saying they saw you at MIT last Wednesday and that you were awesome.
Hey, thanks, man. It was you guys were the actual awesome ones standing there in the rain. The true good sports. I was amazed at your dedication and the lack of other options in MIT. कि तुम लोग बारिश में खड़े रहे हमारे लिए. But it was very heartwarming. Especially for Kani, तो like it was proper pouring and all.
No idea what to talk about. But yeah, गुटखा कितने लोग खाते हैं यार इंडिया में, इतना पैसा कमाते हैं गुटखा कंपनीज. या ब्रो, सब लोग गुटखा खाते हैं. देख गुटखा खा खा के मेरा आवाज कैसा हो गया.
हाँ.
आकाश का नहीं हुआ, लेकिन वो भी गुटखा खाता है, सब लोग खाते हैं गुटखा. तो क्या बोल रहा है?
But is the ad for gutka or is it for pan masala? Is it different? Is it surrogate advertising?
Yeah, like how Royal Challenge advertises water bottles or CDs or stuff like that.
Correct. I didn't know this, huh?
Yeah.
But I thought
So,
gutka isn't even legal.
coming back to you with the MIT thing, 450 पैसा दिया था उसने टिकट
Oh
का,
man, they charged you money, huh?
and they didn't give you money.
They did give me money, but all of this always points to me feeling like I should have charged more.
So
Yeah.
Mriganka, if you know
But
who
it
the
still felt
organizers
like
are, go
no,
and
I know who the
catch them.
organizers are.
Go, I'm telling that fellow to catch them. Or Felly. Be like,
At least they
yaar,
should have done your entry better. They were really bad with your entry. That I remember. There was like a 3 kilometer line for no reason. This is a country full of bad production. Chalo yaar, this is getting too depressing. Listen, tomorrow is Mumbai versus whoever the fuck, and we're gonna beat them. Why? Because they have to at this point. Varna, listen, Mukesh bhai is very upset.
मुकेश भाई का बेटा को देखा तूने ग्राउंड पे आके, बहुत बहुत विजिबली अपसेट है.
हाँ
You know
हाँ,
what I find
obviously.
really weird right now? That you have Neeta Ambani making calls to the team because she can't enter the bio bubble and motivating them. And she's saying stuff like, you guys should stick to each other, stick together, and we will get through this. And it's
Bro,
like,
that's the stuff that they're showing you. I'm telling you, it's very different rhetoric when the cameras go off. I'm very sure. If I
I'm,
was there, if
yeah,
when I would be like, as soon as the cameras would shut, I'd be like, Kiran, benchod, tera dimag kidhar hai? Like I would just
Kiran
go
Collard,
for
you
it.
mean? Because there
I
is
don't
also
know
Kiran
what.
More in the
No, no, no.
camp.
No. I am talking about Kiran Jolani.
Ah, right. Yes, the other guy.
Because this is my team that we are talking about, my hypothetical
Ah,
team.
ah.
Yeah. So I mean, I would so really like give them a earful if I was that person in that position. But like,
Yeah.
अभी क्या करेगा ना, गेम है ना, वही तो प्रॉब्लम है क्रिकेट में. The best teams win like 60% of the time, unless you're Australia women's T20 team, in which case you
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
win like
वुमेन्स
80.
टीम बस खत्म हो गया.
That's like 80-85% win rate or some shit.
हारते ही नहीं है यार वो लोग. परेशान करके रख दिया है पूरा दुनिया को.
पर वही है ना वो, मतलब that's the advantage of professionalizing. That's a
Yeah.
professional team. It can be
Yeah.
magic. चलो.
Apparently, some stories are coming out that the Indian team in the 2017 World Cup was not given food also. यार
Oh no.
यार तूने 83 देखा वो फिल्म?
हाँ.
उसमें जो लेवल ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था ना, भद्दा, इंडियन टीम के लिए काफी अच्छा था तो भी, बट काफी बुरा भी था. वो आज हो रहा है इंडिया विमेन्स टीम के लिए. in a
5
day and
साल पहले
age
हुआ.
where cricket is not what it used to be, it's a behemoth,
Yeah.
and India is also a behemoth, but it's just, yeah, sad.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, senior women's T20 trophy is also going on. All of them are playing in it, so you guys should check it out. And Australia have, yeah, whatever.
चलो खत्म करते हैं.
Yeah. One last
हाँ.
comment I'll take. MI को ऐसा खेलते देख के my happiness is that of Australia women's team in this World Cup just because of Mehta's reaction. दर्द का सुकून.
नहीं मतलब मेरे को इतना बुरा नहीं लग रहा है, to be honest with you. I mean, it's definitely sad that we're losing, but I'm very okay with the fact that we're losing. Like it's this is not a long relationship, bro. Like ये fling थोड़ी है कि like ऐसा खफा हो जाऊं और मैं छोड़ दूं इसको. सही है ना यार, नहीं चल रहा है, अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है साल, तो अपन है ना साथ में टीम के, दुनिया हिला देंगे और whatever the fuck the thing is. Like, yeah, man, it's a patient team, man. I mean, initially also we didn't win much, right? And now we won the most. It's all about averages, bro.
Yeah, we have to average out this insane performances over the next 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. Best teams win 60%. We're just making it back to that 60% equilibrium. Chalo, batate hai. It has been a long night, a long day, and a dull match, but the tournament shall continue.
Tournament shall continue. Once again repeating that we are having the screening for Formula One, Emilia Romagna, or however you say it.
It's
6:30
free.
p.m. It's free entry, so you don't have to pay anything. Just come, have a few drinks, eat some good food, and watch the race. It's gonna be pretty fun. It's an insider event, and maybe I can put the link in here in the chat. Let me see what I can
It'll
do
be in
about
the
that.
description as well.
It will be in the
And
description.
we shall pin the comment.
So yeah, that's that from us. There will be a Formula One stream most likely this weekend, either pre-race or post-race or both. I love leaving with these disclaimers. On that note, peace out. Good night. Thank you, Akash.
You
Thank you to everyone in the
take care
chat.
of your voice,
Shrishti.
Dhaval. Gargle with salt water.
Yes.
Goodbye. Is it done?